Mackenzie, thank you so much. We now go live to Maurice Roberson, who's in Zephyrhills, Florida, where Hurricane Milton has hit. Maurice, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure there has been so much going on the last couple hours and days as you prepare for this. Where are you now, and what can you tell us about how Milton impacted you?
Well, right now I'm in a I'm in a parking lot because this is the only way that I can actually get a signal. For the most part, all the power is out from in my community and whatnot. So we're waiting for power to be restored, but they're doing like damage assessments and whatnot. But we don't have really a time of when power is going to be restored.
Maurice, 55% of people in Pasco County are without power at this moment. You're involved in that. Describe your night. How was it, and what did you see from your vantage point?
Really couldn't see anything. Pitch black. It was just really extremely windy. Um, we were in a tornado warning for I think almost all night. Uh, we were right next to the eye, so the wind really picked up, and it sounded like there was like a tornado right outside the house. So like I was kind of just like pacing back and forth just to make sure like nothing was gonna hit our windows or uh, nothing was coming off the roof or whatnot in the backyard. Um, just it was I don't know. That was my first Cat 3, so.
Yeah, and of course we know that Hurricane Helene had also hit a similar area. Were you impacted by Helene? Did that kind of set you back in your preparations for Milton? How was that preparation for you?
Helene, Helene, mostly kind of just uh, whisked by us. We got the tropical storm version, so the winds weren't as extreme as Milton was uh, last night. Um, Milton was literally, I mean, like I said, the eye was like right next to us, so we got the worst of it. Hel Helene, however, we were kind of like on the outer winds or whatnot, so it wasn't as bad.
Maurice, you mentioned that you're in a parking lot. 14 inches of rain falling near Zephyrhills, which is near your location. Did you have to navigate through flooded roads? How was that drive for you to get to where you are now?
The flooded roads are mostly the back roads. The main roads are just full of tree debris. No really fallen branches, but just mostly like leaves and minor twigs and sticks in the middle of the road. But most people are out driving around anyways at this point, so most of the debris is out of the road. Um, I did see like the flooded streets. Some of the homes, some of the mobile homes are pretty flooded. But other than that, like there really wasn't nothing that was, you know, flooded going my way.
And Maurice, I do have to ask, how are you feeling? I mean, it's the day after you said your first Cat 3 hurricane. How long have you lived in Florida? How are you feeling now? And what does this mean for how you prepare for future hurricanes, or what's next?
Uh, well, last night was pretty nerve-wracking. Didn't really get too much sleep because of the howling winds and the two pets that we had that they were kind of freaking out. So we try to give them some calming chews so that they could like at least try to sleep through the night. Um, as far as preparing for the next one, definitely more sandbags for sure. I mean, the house didn't flood, but it was pretty close to flooding. Um,
Maurice, you talk about
Probably.
preparation. Oh, Maurice, you talk about preparation. Why not evacuate?
We were more inland, so we weren't in a like sort of evacuation zone. We don't even have an evacuation zone where I am inland
Hmm.
as far as Florida goes. But if I was like more along the coast where the storm surges hit and whatnot, um, it would definitely be like a mandatory evacuation.
So what's your plan for the rest of today? When are you planning on heading back home? I know you're in a parking lot now to mostly speak to us, and we do appreciate that. What are you going to do now? Is there anything going on in your community to help each other out, or what's kind of your plan of action?
As of right now, I mean, most of the communities picking up, what had fell. Mostly it's like the big trees, the fences that blew over
Basketball more.
and whatnot. Probably just gonna go back home and try and put my fence back together if I can. I mean, that's really it, and then just wait for the power to come back on, and go from there.
Maurice, one more and we'll let you get out of here. What would you say is the biggest need in your community right now? It seems like power is obviously down. What would you say people can do to help, or what kind of help is needed right now?
I mean, mostly it's just people are just cleaning up. I mean, that's really all we can do at that point is just clean up and just wait for the emergency officials, the linemen to get out and do what they needed to do. And everything's just a waiting game at this point.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time, Maurice Roberson, coming to us live from Zephyr Hills, Florida, where Hurricane Milton hit. Maurice, thank you so much. And again, our thoughts and prayers are with you and the entire community during this time. Thank you so much, and good luck with everything else you have to do after Milton. And we are hoping that this is the last one for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.